You can come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. Go ahead and spread out in Shavasana. And just take a moment with eyes closed, feeling your body here, releasing into the ground. Slowing down your breath. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching out long through your arms and legs. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, and flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands and the heels of your feet. And then release. Bring your right knee to your chest and give it a good squeeze in, releasing deep into your hip crease. Straighten this leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And bend your knee back in. Open your knee out to the right and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Grounding down through the back of the left leg. Breath slow and deep. Let's bend the knee back in and take it across. Spinal twist. Open out through the right arm. Let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, letting fingers and toes reach away from one another. And roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close. Straighten this leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way. A couple times the other way. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the right leg. And then bend your knee and bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee, feeling what each shape stirs up in you. And then straighten the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, little circle or rock. And drop your feet to the floor, getting set up for some core work. Start to draw the belly in, press the lower back down from the inside. Interlace fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift, head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. And release. Send the right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. And release. Switch. Left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Last one. And switch again. Right leg high. This time take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. One more. And then release. Last set. Left leg high, right arm across. One more. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Make your way up to sitting. And let's come onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you have something to pad your knees with, go ahead and grab that, a blanket or cushion. And we'll place knees right under hips and hands right under shoulders, fingers spread. We'll take a few rolls through the spine here, starting by lifting the head and tail, arching. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. From here, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor and press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just go a couple of inches and then press up from there. Round. Arch. Go forward to dip down, elbows hugging the sides. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time, dip down. Press up. Round, and then sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table and into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back away from the hands. You can start by pedaling out your feet, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Go back and forth a few times, waking up the backs of the legs. And then as you settle onto 2 feet evenly, you might have your heels up or down. You might have the knees bent or straight. Let's walk the hands and feet towards one another. And then hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a sway or shake out. And feel free to use support through your arms. You can rest Elbows on thighs or hands on ankles. If it feels too much to let your head drop, try making it easier by bending your knees or using support through your arms. Let's bend the knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We'll step up to the front of the mat. Feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart and take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Part way up. Plant your hands and step back into a high push-up position. Holding here, shoulders right above the wrists. Feel the strength of your core supporting you. Just like we did on hands and knees, shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. You can lower all the way to the floor and come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as you like. Little baby cobra. You might come up higher, wherever you are. Shoulders are down, so the back of the neck is nice and long. And let's come back to down dog, hips high. We'll take 5 breaths in down dog, or come back to child's pose, or you can drop your knees and come to sitting or onto your forearms. Any neutral shape. Last breath here. Come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop your feet up to the front of the mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let your head release. Inhale, up to standing. Sweep the arms high. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips go low like you're going to sit down into a chair, but the head lifts up. Shoulders drop low as fingers reach up. Feel everything that's going up and down at once. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up in the air. Reach it as high as you can, and then take a big step forward, high lunge. If your foot doesn't make it far enough forward, you can shimmy the back foot back or adjust it forward. Sweep the arms high. Reaching through the fingers, dropping through the shoulders. Lifting through the belly to open up the front of the left hip. And then we'll open out, warrior 2. Shift hips and arms to the side. Make sure the right foot and knee point straight ahead. Left toes are turned in at a slight angle, arms long. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling. Reverse warrior 2. Right arm up, left hand back. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, a block, your ankle, or the floor. Whatever feels right for you. Reaching tall through that top arm. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. So you might take a vinyasa, high to low push-up, up dog or cobra to down dog, but you could also just step back or move in some other way. Each transition moving in the way that feels right for you. From down dog, let's take the left leg up, reach it up as high as you can, and then a big step forward, high lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing when you're ready, arms high, hips low. Deep, slow breathing. Open out, warrior two. Check your footing. Right toes turned in at a slight angle. Left foot and knee point straight to the front of your mat. Flip the left palm. Reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down, go towards a straight long line from one arm to the other. Last breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. However you want to get there, feeling what you're doing. From down dog, let's take a pigeon pose right side. We're going to slide the right knee forward, scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go, and then release towards the floor. If the hips are high, you might put a little something under them. You could slide a blanket, block, or cushion under your right hip. You could also support your chest or forehead with something. Might be stacked fists or a block or stacked books. Releasing the weight of your body towards the floor, letting go. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Make your way back to down dog. So again, how you move can help you integrate what you've just done. You might take a vinyasa. You might just step back. You could pedal out your feet a little bit. Let your body tell you what it needs. We're each learning how to do that through practice. When you're ready, left knee comes forward. Pigeon pose, other side. Set up the angle that feels right, any support you might need. And then release towards the floor, letting go. Let's take our time releasing, bring the upper body back up. Again, back to down dog. Any movement transition, more important than what you are doing is that you are feeling what you are doing. And let's come all the way to sitting and back onto our backs.